Well, good morning, Patriots and Manifestics in training. Ramblin' Randy here in the deep piney woods of East Texas. It's a little rainy today and quite chilly for our neck of the woods. Hope you're doing well and faring well wherever you're at. Yesterday, it started the games rolling. I believe that this is going to be the straw that broke the camel's back, or the key that finally opened the gate. Is going to be this right here. Yellowhead is now has been impeached, whatever that means, by Nancy Pelosi and Bug Eyes and Nadler. This is what you're watching on the screen here is just starting out the shenanigans yesterday. It was absolutely chaos. What we've got here is a power struggle for people not wanting to give up their stranglehold of all the money they've been siphoning off the hardworking people of the world. That's called the centralized banking system, against the Yellowhead's team over here, which are the sovereign people that believe in the rule of law and the Constitution as written. That's the team I'm on. I can understand the left side. They've been getting greased for so long, bribed, and like this gentleman right here, this John Roberts, there's no question he's dirty now. In my humble opinion, and based on what others have said, I don't have the facts on it, but he sure is shaking around like he is definitely, they got something on him. Might have been over to visit Epstein. Who the hell knows? We'll find out, though, down the road. All this is going to come out in the wash, so to speak. But what is chaotic about this, and what was absolutely embarrassing, is you could see if I can find old Nadler. Let's just see what Shippy said yesterday a little bit. Let me let you hear this.
Also have very relevant testimony. Why not hear it?
Oh, God.
Robert Blair, who serves as Mulvaney's senior advisor, Michael Duffy, a senior official at O.
Okay, here's what's going on. Shippy ran an absolutely illegal hearing to get this impeachment pushed through. We all know that. If you don't know it, you know it now. It was not a good thing for him to do that, but he did. And now he comes up to the Senate, and he didn't want to spend the time, or Nancy and him didn't want to Pelosi didn't want to spend the time to go through the subpoena deal through the courts to force Bolton and some others to testify. So they just bypassed it and held hell and passed it on. Now they're trying to get the Senate to do it. Some stuff that they should have done down below. We have three branches: the executive, the House, and the judicial. I mean, the people in the judicial, and they're trying to mix the chambers up and the responsibility of the chambers. And this is tricky. This is he's going to be wearing orange, if not go to the guillotines. And I'm not kidding you. And I'm looking for a little fat boy, Nadler. What a joke he was last night. It looks like it's going to run all the way there. Is that little toe boy? Let me see if that's, no, this guy is absolutely wonderful. You've got to hear this fella. And so it was, come on in here, Randy. So was Jay Sekulow. I'm recording. So was Jay Sekulow. And let me let you listen to a little bit of Sekulow.
Members of the Senate, Leader McConnell, Democratic Leader Schumer. It's also my privilege to represent the President of the United States before this chamber. Senator Schumer said earlier today that the eyes of the founders are on these proceedings. Indeed, that's true. But it is the heart of the Constitution that governs these proceedings. And what we just heard from Manager Schiff, courts have no role, privileges don't apply. What happened in the past, we should just ignore. In fact, Manager Schiff just said, try to summarize my colleague's defense of the president.
Unbelievable.
He said it not in those words, of course, which is not the first time Mr. Schiff has put words into transcripts that did not exist.
Unbelievable.
Mr. Schiff also talked about a trifecta. I'll give you a trifecta.
Oops.
During the proceedings that took place before the Judiciary Committee, the president was denied the right to cross-examine witnesses. The president was denied the right to access evidence. And the president was denied the right to have counsel present at hearings. That's a trifecta. A trifecta that violates the Constitution of the United States. Mr. Schiff did say the courts really don't have a role in this. Executive privilege, why would that matter? It matters because it's based on the Constitution of the United States. One manager said that it is you that are on trial, the Senate. He also said that, and others did, that you're not capable of abiding by your oath. And then we had the invocation of the ghost of the Mueller report. I know something about that report. It came up empty on the issue of collusion with Russia. There was no obstruction. In fact, the Mueller report, to the contrary of what these managers say today, came to the exact opposite conclusions of what they say. Let me quote from the House impeachment report at page 16. Although President Trump has in times invoked the notion of due process, an impeachment trial, an impeachment inquiry is not a criminal trial and should not be confused with it. Believe me, what has taken place in these proceedings is not to be confused with due process. Because due process demands, and the Constitution requires, that fundamental fairness and due process, we're hearing a lot about due process is designed to protect the person accused. When the Russia investigation failed, it devolved into the Ukraine. A quid pro quo. When that didn't prove out, it was then bribery or maybe extortion, or somebody said, one of the members or the members of the House said treason. But instead we get two articles of impeachment. Two articles of impeachment that have a vague allegation about a non-crime allegation of abuse of power and obstruction of Congress. Members, managers, right here, before you today, who have said that executive privilege and constitutional privileges have no place in these proceedings. On June 28, 2012, Attorney General Eric Holder became the first United States Attorney General to be held in both civil and criminal contempt. Why? Because President Obama asserted executive privilege. With respect to the Holder contempt proceedings, Mr. Manager Schiff wrote, the White House assertion of privilege is backed by decades of precedent that has recognized the need for the president and his senior advisors to receive candid advice and information from their top aides.
You see, folks, it's a double standard they got going on here. You know that, I know that, he knows that, and I'm going to let you listen to just a little bit of this other guy who's also just very powerful. Jay did a great job there. Jay Sekulow did a very great job there. Let me see if I can pull this other cat up. Here he is. Listen to this guy. This is President's direct counsel.
United States declassified that telephone call and released it to the public. How's that for transparency? When Mr. Schiff found out that there was nothing to his allegations, he focused on the second telephone call. He made false, and his colleagues made false allegations about that second telephone call that occurred before the one he had demanded. So the President of the United States declassified and released that telephone call. Still nothing. Again, complete transparency in a way that, frankly, I'm unfamiliar with any precedent of any president of the United States releasing a classified telephone call with a foreign leader. When Mr. Schiff saw that his allegations were false, and he knew it anyway, what did he do? He went to the House and he manufactured a fraudulent version of that call. He manufactured a false version of that call. He read it to the American people, and he didn't tell them it was a complete fake. Do you want to know about due process? I'll tell you about due process. Never before in the history of our country has a president been confronted with this kind of impeachment proceeding in the House. It wasn't conducted by the Judiciary Committee. Now, Mr. Nadler, when he applied for that job, told his colleagues when they took over the House that he was really good at impeachment. But what happened was the proceedings took place in a basement of the House of Representatives. The president was forbidden from attending. The president was not allowed to have.
So they're going to be bringing out, the unbelievable atrocities that these people have committed. It's absolutely crazy. Let me do this. I'm going to go to one other spot real quick, then we'll wrap this up. Yeah, he did a great job right here on his opening, too. Let me let you hear this real quick.
Overwhelming evidence to impeach the President of the United States. And then they come here on the first day and they say, you know what? We need some more evidence. Now, let me tell you something. If I showed up in any court in this country and I said, Judge, my case is overwhelming, but I'm not ready to go yet. I need more evidence before I can make my case. I would get thrown out in 2 seconds. And that's exactly what should happen here.
So you can see that this is what's going on, people. Let me do this. I'm going to sign out of here. If you've ever wondered what I look like here on the early morning, this is me. This is me right here. I hate the Federal Reserve centralized banking system. I love you and I love this country, and I want you to help me save this country. We can do this one penny at a time. I think that you've got value. I think your friends got value. I think you know the answer to this. You might know something that is one little piece of what I need to know to answer some questions I've had, and I'm willing to pay you for it. Flip you a penny, nickel, dime, quarter. There might be 10 or 15,000 people behind me do the same damn thing. Join the Rabbit Hole Herald. First thing they do is, if you hadn't already, is subscribe to this channel. Just look right down here where I'm looking. You're going to see a little subscribe button. And then you're going to see, just like I told you in the beginning, you're going to see a picture, and it's going to look something like this. If I can get off of here. Let me go to this right here, go to this right here. It's going to look like this right here, and it's going to tell you that that's our signal, that's our code, that's what we do. It's going to have this on here. You're going to know as soon as in the future, you're going to get a notification because you've clicked on this, you subscribed, and YouTube's going to send you a notification when I put something up. All I'm going to do is put this up here. You're going to know to look in the description, hit a link, and it's going to take you away from YouTube over to where I have the video that I just did posted so that they can't shut me down here on YouTube when they will, because they will. And we'll have everybody else trained to go to the other hosting site. Facebook's part of the problem. Go out and create yourself a wonder-filled day. Look down below, and you're going to see a link. And that link is going to be to this video. It's hosted on another website. Unbelievable if I can pull this off. We'll see how it goes. Ramblin' Randy, we down.